Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
Hi, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, if you're joining this channel for the first time, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. It is July 14th, Monday, first show of the week, 2025. It's been an interesting weekend across the political landscape in Jamaica. We're going to be talking about that as well as what voters need to know. And I'm also going to show you some other stuff. Remember on Friday, I told you guys that I wanted to bring some information to you about Dayton Campbell tonight. So you're going to hear that as well. I am going to tell you what this gentleman said in 2019 that voters need to hear again. Arnold Bertram. Yes. Sometimes people hear things and they forget or it slipped them. But this is one of those things where this must be said again. And all who were not a member of the channel then, them are going to hear it tonight. Very important information. So, make we talk about it. We no call everybody. Call Warmington, call Robertson. Call everybody, people. Moderator, good night. Thank you guys for your patience. Donna, good night. I see some new people in the chat. Welcome to the channel. Yes, call Vasto. Call everybody. Everybody needs to come hear this. Anybody will work at the electoral office or anybody will know about election protocols. I'm gonna need to ask you guys some questions tonight about that. So I hope everybody had a good weekend, whether you were on the campaign trail or not, whether you were watching from home or not. Welcome, guys. Me get to realize a whole heap of people are watching channel all across Jamaica. And let me just tell you, today I looked at our analytics over here. And the viewers in Jamaica, according to the geography, 64.5% of the viewers over here are in Jamaica. 20% are in the United States and 4% are in Canada. I was surprised because the last time I checked this was maybe about 4 months ago. And I think at the time, the viewers in Jamaica was like 50%. So it has increased. And all who in the diaspora, all 25%, I hope you guys are going to be one of those people going back home to vote. Or encourage your family back home to tune into channels like this one to get the proper information so that they can be educated voters on election day. So, me go save the best for last. Because I know a lot of people come now for hear what kind of judgment they on Dayton Campbell. That's what I tell you now. But make we talk about yesterday. Let me just play this back for those who are just joining. Good night, everybody. Welcome.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
No, sir. Every time I watch a something, I watch Warming. Warming, I want a real actor, you know. What a redemption, guys. No, I didn't know what to expect. Before Mark Golden cussed the big dirty bad word, me never know what to expect at this gospel concert. Because although Warmington apologized, me I say, boy, he must feel some kind of way, you know? But the man come out saying redeem. James Robertson, at the first me ever really hear him come on the platform, come really talk, you know, strong in any campaign mode. I mean, maybe I just was not paying attention, but you know, me no know if it's a Warmington, me no know what is because me no know if him worse or Warmington. Me no know. But everything that James said last night was on point. Number one, Mark Golding is not fit to lead or fit to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I think that's obvious to every well-thinking Jamaican. The things that he said Mark Golding should apologize for. I uploaded these videos today, so if you've missed it and missed their speeches, you can go back and watch it. But him never come with no malicious intent. Him just come and talk the truth. Remember me like people who talk the truth, you know. I mean, if you want to pretty it up, that's fine. That's up to you. But from the truth you talk, me not really have no problem with you. So it's good that he had an opportunity to speak, and the people there, they were very attentive. And this message must go all around Jamaica, right? We're not ramp with the economy, we're not ramp with the country. And when we say we're not ramp with the democracy, we are talk about putting the wrong set of people them to lead our country. So I can see that when these speakers were on the platform, the Prime Minister was so nervous. And Prime Minister, if you listen, you can't tell me nothing. You were nervous. When Warmington stand up and talk, you were nervous. When Warmington call Mark Golding family them name and say them own the slaves, you did nervous. When James start talk, as forceful as he was, you did nervous. Because you say clean politics. You say, you know, we're going to have decorum. But you know what? You not have to say what them say, no, Andrew Wallace. You not have to do what them do. You not have to say what them say. Just remember, say, for 5 years, Mark Golding them go all around Jamaica and around the world and tell people say you're a thief and say you're wicked. So what you can do, or what you not feel comfortable for do, because you have to use diplomacy and everything, make the rest of people them talk. Allow them make them talk. Sometimes you have people like Warmington who go way off the cliff. But make them talk. Allow me to tell people. But it wasn't a pretty sight yesterday. When you go down to South Manchester, and you see where Daryl Vaz him go on with down there. He make the people them know say Bunting. No one for him pick for ride on the bus. Because why? Him a top on Harris. Him a elite. So him not want for him pick them ride on the bus. So through that now, him a tell the Jamaican people them gonna have no choice. Because them either don't have a vehicle or them can't find a way to beat the traffic a morning time. He might try sabotage the people them and them children. So them not for ride the bus. Some other things they're talking about. I've already uploaded those videos. I don't have time to play everything right here, right now. But there were a lot of things said yesterday that Uno should have talked long time. Right? But we understand, say, you know, things come up. And sometimes una have to use a little more diplomacy. We not have to use a diplomacy over here, say no. But I liked everything that I heard. You guys hit all the right chords. And Bunting should be very ashamed of himself to go back down at South Manchester after yesterday. And you know what I like? When it comes down to the school bus thing, I like the fight that the transport minister put up. Come just telling us straight. You see, friend, not thief who thief the bus them. I don't care if the bus them come on the water. I don't care if they come through the back door of Jamaica. Me not care if they drop out of the sky. From on a thief who thief the bus them, left the bus them alone, PNP, and make the pitney them ride on the bus. Where this tech set business come from on the bus? Lord, the bus them, man. Una go going on one different something now come talk about say the boss them come through this and that the company they and who get contract. Look, we not care. From no thief for thief them, allow them. Because the penny them go ride. You know much people call me from Saturday. I tell me say please if me can tell the minister to make sure say bus come through for them community. You have one man from down a Porus, one of my little friend. Say if I ever take a picture one Monday morning when they pick them at school, you'd have frightened. People in my call and say, tell the minister say make sure say we get one bus down here. So the good thing now is the bus them go on tour this morning. Let me show you now. Yes, man. The government roll out the bus for the bad man people them this morning. Me like it. Want to make sure someone reach down to Manchester. I want to start out in the east. Make sure someone reach down to Manchester. Because the people in Manchester, down in my district, northeast Manchester, the people them want a bus too. So to make sure to carry the bus them go everywhere. Every Jamaican picnic and parents for know say their ride is ready for September morning. Make sure now hit the like button over here, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Who have a problem with the bus then? What am I gonna come with tomorrow? You know what them did believe? Them did believe say they made go use social media because that is the playbook of Peter Bunting and the risers them. Anybody where them want take down and defeat, them use social media, them have their WhatsApp group where them go group up and come with them propaganda, character assassination, whatever. And then they disseminate it on social media. And that's what they were going to do with these buses, but it hasn't worked. Because we are living in a different time now, you know. We're living in a time now where you have some real warriors out here. We're not come out and come tell a lie. We just come tell the truth and do so effectively. So they're having a very hard time. But we are here for the school buses, them as me say, and for a thief, them thief. We don't care how them come in our country. God knows. So, all in all, yesterday was a good day. Every minute, the people them attack the mic. And I make fun of a Mark Golding. And boy. Anyway, all who never hear the apology, hear it here.
And comrades, it sounds like we have a good microphone system tonight. Last night, I was at another function, and I pure problem with the microphone. And me bought a little BC under my breath. Me never mean anybody to hear it. And a live feed pick it up. So I just want to say to anybody who heard it and feel offended, sorry here, sir. Never mean no disrespect. Me never mean to offend nobody. Me's a humble youth and a well-behaved youth. And I would never disrespect Jamaican people.
Yeah.
And even though the mic... blood clot. Blood clot.
So the apology to people. Me can't tell you whether I if you accept it or not. So that's up to you guys. But that is the apology. Now, what the voters them at Jamaica need to know now. Somebody brought something to my attention today. And I think it's very important that the powers that be and employers across Jamaica make sure say the people them are educated and them know them something here. I know about in America, we can vote early. We don't have to wait until election day. But on election day, people don't really leave their workplace over here to go vote election day. Because you're either not working that day, or before you go to work, you vote, or you vote early. So it's never been an issue here. Now, in Jamaica, I wonder if the low voter turnout that we have seen has anything to do with people going out to vote, or people, them don't know if them can leave them workplace and go vote. Because I think you get 4 hours, four paid hours to go and vote on election day. So anybody with more knowledge can tell me. Because I think people need to know. It is your right to vote, and all accommodations should be made for every single Jamaican to vote. I got people talking in chat until I open the phone line. Some people may not even know. They have the right, okay. Then suppose you are work a 12-hour shift, let's say from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Between that time, the voting place them open, right? And you're stuck at work. You didn't vote early or whatever. Suppose that time they alone you have to vote. Don't you get the 4 hours for go vote? Paid 4 hours? So these are the things when 3 hours. Somebody say 3 hours? I'm think of 4. Jamaicans get 4 hours. Okay. Make up on your mind. So when time we promote voting and encouraging people to vote, the people them over there, them work the day of election. Them need to know, and them employers need to also tell them what the policy says about voting. I mean, have you guys ever had to do that? This is important. Some people are saying 3 hours. Some people are saying 4 hours. Them need to run the ads them and educate the people them and tell them so they can know. And early voting is important as well. Who is going to watch the watchman with those early voting ballots? That is true. And this is where development and being, a developed democracy comes in, because we should have a secure early voting system. This definitely, I can see this causing a problem where everybody's trying to vote on that same day, including people who have to leave work and them sitting there. Might as well get the country the day of election day, if I saw then. If that's the system that we have to work with, then might as well the country just have the day off a vote. But let us see if the EOJ and the people them who respond for that, will be creative to get people out to vote and accommodate people to vote. Jamaicans are just as the other set of people, wherever KFC, wherever KFC is, and whatever the time Jamaican people find. Oh, jeez. I think it's important to encourage people them for vote. Polling stations are open from 7 to 5, allowing persons to vote. That's good. They know, but sometimes we don't bother, so we take the time and go home, but not this time. Time can be taken before or after. All right, that's good. So let me just talk about this real quick, and then we'll get back to it. These three people on the screen, what do they have in common? They have one important thing in common. The man on your far left, Arnold Bertram, former PNP minister and a historian. He tried to warn Jamaica in 2019 about the conflict of interest that exists, not just within the PNP at the time. He was smart enough, knowledgeable enough to see what is happening today. And he spoke about the conflict of interest financially and the financial safety of Jamaica. He basically said, in the nicest way possible, that bunting and golding pose a threat and they are a conflict of interest to our country and our finances. He made that very clear. They never answered him because they know it's true. Danishka Williams said in 2020, she was stepping down as vice president at PNP because of the infiltration of the Mark Golding, Peter Bunting regime. Clearly, when you use that kind of language, they're not good people. They're dangerous people. Infiltration. Them come from mash up and tear down. Can't work with them, can't trust them. That's what that meant. And then Senator Motley, she told Jamaica in 2019 that Peter Bunting have no integrity and he's not fit to lead their party or the country. Now, when you have the PNP, what tell you this? Long before I came out here on the YouTube channel, these things were said before that. So me just reiterate and remind you of what was said. Of course, I have my own opinion, but me not talk about my opinion right now. Me talk about what them people are say. So the historian tell you, and I'm going to find the article. Hope I can find it. Want to know Mr. Bertram? I haven't seen him in a long time. I think I have a picture of him on Porsche. Wait there. See there. He's a wealth of knowledge. Many people were not paying attention to what he wrote. At the time, this article that he wrote was published in June of 2019. So that was at the height of the campaign. That's when Bunting announced that he would challenge the party. So Mr. Bertram basically sounded the alarm on these people way in advance. I'm going to hear some of it. So this is a long article, but I'm just going to tell you guys the important part. Because you know, people who are keepers of history, them are going to always have a whole heap to say, and them like to lay the foundation and give you a background, and it can be long. So let me just tell you the important part. Mr. Bertram said here, tight under the heading Bunting and the PNP. He said, as Shadow Minister for the Portfolio of Industry, Investment and Competitiveness, Bunting has been remarkably silent. One would have expected him to be far more assertive in promoting the party's policy of expanding ownership and entrepreneurship at the base of the society. Instead, he only speaks opportunistically on the subjects outside of his portfolio assignment that bring him publicity. During the by-elections in East Portland, while comrades at all levels were making their contribution to that campaign, Bunting's team was handing out T-shirts and his publicity material. Bunting's platform boasts of his financial contributions to the party, confirms his ignorance of the traditions of the party that he wants to lead. May I skip out some of this? I want to reach at the part where him talk about the conflict of interest. Oh, here it is. So it says here, under the heading, the role of the Minister of Finance. Mark Golding, the Shadow Minister of Finance at the time, has opted for Bunting, his senior business partner, to become party president and prime minister. The Constitution gives the Minister of Finance the power to overrule the cabinet on any financial matter. Bunting's challenge, if successful, will concentrate the power of the president of the PNP, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and Minister of Finance in the hands of two major shareholders in the same privately owned investment bank, Proven Wealth, which has collapsed in some countries in the region. Them still there, you know. But I'm just saying that to say, when we hear the term investment bankers, they are failed bankers. This is totally unprecedented in Jamaican politics, according to Mr. Bertram, and raises the question as to whether or not Golding would be able to maintain the independence that the Constitution requires of the Minister of Finance. This is the end of the article, but let's just process what Mr. Bertram just said. He's basically telling you that the two of them, in their money relationship, pose a conflict of interest to Jamaica's finances. It's very clear. You see, a lot of people them say Bunting run for the leadership and lose, and him basically circle back the party and come back, forget the leadership one different way. Everything I want to see I go on here now. No matter what I see what Mark Golding I run up and down. I bunting, I lead everything, I do everything. Him and the plastic body lady from down at St. James. So if him can't come through one door, him just come through one other door and climb through the roof. So the conflict of interest that exists. Two failed bankers who got their big break through the PNP, through politics, through cronyism, and make them billions, which them you turn on use the same money to destroy the party and take away from the people them. And them now do so well financially right now. And they'll never talk about proven wealth. They'll never talk about why their business partner left them. They'll never talk about why none of them cannot step up. Especially this one, who lost the presidential race, who lost his seat. Nobody not put him in the Senate, him just want to be there. But it would have been much more beneficial if he would have stepped up as CEO over at Proven Wealth. Why? Why would you be a third wheel and be hanging on in the Senate after they vote you out over being the CEO at Proven Wealth? Something is wrong. But instead of being the CEO over there, the man that was the CEO run left them gone and then put one woman over there to be the CEO. Some shady business are going over there. So what they want with Jamaica now? If you care about the economy of Jamaica, you care about Jamaica's financial health, me not care where you do election day. You could have there at the hospital. Get up and go vote. The only thing them come about is money and earning. The same Andrew Holness what they know. Andrew Holness now have such conflict of interest like them people here. Andrew Holness have no conflict of interest, as a matter of fact. But the sense of entitlement what them have, because through them come in the first time and they make the whole heap of money, them a come back for come shake it down again. So, coming from no other than one of their own, historian, Mr. Bertram, and him sound like him was never a fan of theirs anyway, because he means no words in this article. He basically said to Jamaica and to the our publishers, I think this was the Gleaner. Yes, this was the Gleaner. Basically said to the country, look here, them money are war for power in the party, but this bigger than just the party. We are talking about financial conflict. We are talking about our economy. We're talking about our country. So if Ununa look beyond this little internal presidential election, well, me I tell you no. This is serious. That's basically what Mr. Bertram was saying. The Constitution gives the Minister of Finance the power to overrule the cabinet on any financial matter. Just keep that part then on your head. And the finance ministry is one of the most powerful. So, you can look for the bunting, I look on the... I don't think him want to go back to national security. That did too heavy for him. Him couldn't manage. So I don't really think him want to go back to security. And plus, the man who is there now, Dr. Chang, outperformed him. How do you follow somebody like that after failing the first time? Me not think same one of finance, national security.
After 15 months, I am convinced that the best efforts of the security forces by itself will not solve the crime problem in Jamaica. But
that is a lie. That is a lie. That was your assessment, Bunting, your assessment when you were there, because you not think innovative, you not care enough about the country, where you could have look and say, all right, what happened? Is it the police force? What's wrong? So you don't really have no pedigree of such. Only say you have financial prowess, but how? When proven well to feel on them something. Doesn't make sense. No more want to fear this man here.
We have to get rid of this man forthwith.
Looking confused in the gym because you don't know.
Hey, sorry. I don't know how that come about, but him say we have to get rid of this man forthwith.
We have to get rid of this man forthwith.
Yes, so him talk about getting rid of the Prime Minister forthwith. Me not understand how a set of man who lose them seat come talk about say people must get rid of people and them want to get rid of people. Thank you, Miss Donna. It doesn't make sense to me. But while we're on the topic of Dayton Campbell, I'm telling you what my plan for do. Dayton Campbell has come to the realization that he doesn't stand a chance down in eastern Westmoreland. According to sources, Dayton knowing I'm hard say him cannot beat Danny Lawrence. The PNP people them not want him down there. Luther Buchanan say him going to run against him as an independent candidate. So Dayton Campbell is not putting in any effort. Especially after the last conference where the woman has sing said J-O-Y, joy in the Lord. No make nobody steal your joy, that little lady there. Him feel the temperature down there and realize that the decks are stacked against him. And he's well aware of that. And he's angry about that. Him want to go back in a parliament. Because he doesn't think that if them going at the election and lose, him not going to have no more general secretary job because nobody not really like him. So at this point in time, Dayton Campbell is very bitter. Him is very bitter, and him decides, say, him is going to go to the courts now. And him going to ask the court for some kind of monetary judgment against the ladies them when him say him sue. You remember that case, the people? So let me tell you about it now. For all who don't know the background, I think, when was it? I think it was 2021 or 22, I don't remember. After the internal election in the PNP, Dayton Campbell was the campaign manager for Peter Bunting. And it was one of the nastiest campaigns I've seen, where their way of campaigning was to personally attack, defame, and fabricate lies on people. That was their way of doing it. And then they would recruit people to do stuff like that. And they didn't care the consequences. They didn't care the things that were said. They didn't care anything about that. Them just recruit people to help run them nasty campaign. Now, from them come with that the campaign there. Remember say them come off of me already. And from that, me and them in a war. And yes, I was very bitter at the time. I never liked them, cussed them every day. And right around that time, Karen Cross wrote a letter to the PNP and accused Dayton Campbell of being a serial pedophile. So when that happened now, I say, okay. So no come out here with no fabrication and tell lie on people. And of them you suck me out no be. And I cuss and go on bad. Say a bitch, you know. It was a joy for me to see karma take him. Because to tell you the truth, whether it was true or not was not really my prerogative. It was the fact that Dayton Campbell, the master of defaming people and encouraging people to do that, he had a chance to see what it felt like for somebody come out and come pint him out. He finally felt what it was like to be humiliated. Now me can't start for people like him, you know. So my mouth did loud. Me say, yes, see karma here. So Dayton Campbell now decided that he was going to include me in his lawsuit. Remember me wasn't him accuser, you know. Me say a good fear. Me say karma take you, he's a wicked. But Dayton Campbell somehow started feeling threatened. And he probably thought that I may tell Karen to do it. And I can't tell Karen to do nothing because Karen is one big woman. Karen know Dayton longer than me. I don't know Dayton from nowhere. And Karen come out come say I'm a serial pedophile. Right? Now remember, you know, me no mainstream media, when the accusation come down upon him, the whole of Jamaica report it. Every mainstream media, I must say about 1 week, them a report it. See it says right here, PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell accused of sexual abuse. Nationwide report it extensively. TVJ, CVM, everybody have this boy a report him say I'm a pedophile. Or accused or alleged pedophile. And him never sue none of them. So how him put me in a lawsuit, I still don't know. But I think that Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting and them over Rise United, they felt so threatened that they thought if I include her or if we include her in this lawsuit, she'll stop talking. She'll get off social media. She will stop cussing. She will get scared. But it was a total opposite. It never stopped nothing. I never left social media one day. At them time, I cuss them. I remember the first day when Dayton Campbell sent him a lawyer coming on my WhatsApp. One amount of bad word me tell she, the lawyer, Henlin, and him. I cuss them like dog. Me cuss Dayton for about 3 days until him finally blocked me in a WhatsApp. Me never have no mercy for Percy. Them say them around character assassination campaign, all kind of something. So me never have no argument for them more than cuss them. So, first of all, me live in America. Home of the brave, land of the brave, home of the free. Right? Remember, me entitled to my opinion. If Karen said that Dayton is a pedophile, and me believe Karen, Dayton can't assume if I believe Karen. You can't do that. That is my opinion. Karen is the accuser. So you can't come sue me because me say I believe Karen. Right? If me feel like say the kind of campaign I want to run and the kind of character I want to be, I want to have no boundary. Right? And me as a woman, where me see everything through human psychology. So if we don't have no boundary, I mean no one don't have no boundary. And if Karen comes say you're a pedophile, and me want to say me believe her because we don't have no boundary, and anybody when have no boundary, them will do anything. I care zero. You can't sue me for that. You're an idiot. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you want to serve somebody papers, you can serve somebody through WhatsApp. And you not get no permission to do that from judge. You idiot. The third thing is, how do you sue somebody without going into that jurisdiction? That doesn't make any sense. You remember when time Daryl Vaz sued David Rowe? Daryl Vaz sued him in Florida. David Rowe resided in Florida. So Dayton Campbell, you say if you want money from me, I'm going to tell you this already, you know. If you want money from me, you're going to have to sue me in America. Because you sue me in Jamaica, that even if the judge come back and say you awarded $50 million Dayton, you cannot enforce that. Me not ask you. So what are you trying to do exactly? Me not talk for Karen and the other ladies then. But me can almost guarantee you're not getting the money from Karen. You're worse not getting the money from me. So what is your motive here? Your motive is that you want to try to discredit JPU because you feel like, say, is JPU and other people make Danny Lawrence is going to beat you. And that's your problem, you know. So you come now like, say, you come with this, in my case, judicial harassment. Now, you know I'm not afraid of you. As a matter of fact, if anything, are you afraid of me? So, me not understand what you try to do. So, people, when you see Gleaner and those people come out in the next couple of weeks or whatever, if you see them come out and say breaking news, Dayton are going to get $20 million, you don't look on them. Because Dayton can't get no $20 million from nobody. That's a number one. And number two, Dayton Campbell look at headline because him know say after the election, if Mark Golden lose, him is history. Him not going to go in a parliament and him not going to be no more general secretary. So I worries in the dance tonight, Dayton. You think say you did come to them look underhanded something and nobody afraid of you. Nobody not afraid for talk. What is your problem, you know? When you are your liar, come and talk about me if you apologize. I may ask you to say if you're not mad people. Apologize for what? Eh? Is me did write the letter to PNP and say you're a pedophile? Me not owe you no apology. True me cuss you? You can't tell me if you apologize to you for cuss you. No. So you look headline now about lawsuit and them sitting there. 3 people are suing you now, you know. 3 people are suing you now. Daryl Vaz are suing you. James Roberts not sue you and O'Neal Lawrence are sue you because you're wicked and lie. You like to defame people. So how you not saying a liar them for go trouble them? How? Anybody will know me on social media over the years. You ever hear me defame people yet? You never hear me tell a lie about nobody yet? Me not operate them way there. I've never. As a matter of fact, I've never had any conflict or issues with anybody. That's not how I use social media. But the worst thing what Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting them do, I come trouble me. You don't do that. I did tell you already, you know. No make me take up social media. But me thank you do. So nobody feel like say you intimidate nobody and them somebody. You can't intimidate nobody. I tell you again, you don't have $1 to get. Or sit down. If a good name you look, me can't help you. Because me not care who want vex now when me say this. The damage is done. From your name call say you're a pedophile, me love you, the damage done. So go on about your business. Because if you make me start cuss you like I'm used to cuss you already, you know, it's not go pretty. So I know where you come talk about say, yeah, see monetary damage. Who monetary damage you? Look on the things them when you say about people. You call people murderer. You call people thief. You call people corrupt. You alone, how you alone could have assault where 3 people are sue you one time? How? When you come with a character assassination campaign against me, I could have sued you, know. I could have sued you. But me not feel like that would have been effective, to be honest. Because that would have cost me me certainly not gonna sue you over here, right? I would have to come to Jamaica, and so I may never have no time for that. So I feel like say the most effective way to deal with you guys is to tell the people what you are. Uno, you Rise United, Bunting. Me you say Bunting tell if you put me in a lawsuit, you know. And you see what happened to him now? You see what happened to him? The whole on the expose. Uno fool. Nobody no like uno. The PNP people them no want to know. The PNP base is gone. Everyone got people deal with uno like say uno have the plague. Nobody no want catch it. Nobody no want sit down beside uno. Uno lose weight. Uno mad out. Dayton, yeah, me say you could have sold me 9,900 more time. You can't tap me from talk over there, so. You could have stopped me from morning and now evening. So let me tell you something. You see the man where you say you want to go challenge the man down in place, the man is going to beat you. It is a miracle if him don't beat you. And it is what it is. So no headline where you are seeking at the media, or no money where you look through lawsuit not will help you. We can't tell you that right now. Because you look like say you must say you look at money. Because you know after the election, you're not good again. And a writer say you're going to get him. Let me tell you that. And even when your headline come out, the show will go on. Because you can't take nobody off of social media. You can't intimidate nobody off of social media. No matter your judicial harassment, it has not fazed anybody. It has not fazed anybody. So I don't know where I do. So that is the story. That is Dayton Campbell's dirty election plot. Dayton Campbell knows him going to lose to Danny Lawrence, and him want a headline to make the thing not look too bad upon him. Him want to so-called punish the people them who him feel say cause him demise. I didn't cause your demise, you know. It's you cause your own demise. I don't know where PNP find you from. And that is one of the things with Portia Simpson Miller. Everybody love Portia. But one of the things with Portia remind me of some people where them always give people the benefit of the doubt. And when they give people some people, them don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. And when they give them the benefit of the doubt, them turn around and shame you, or they turn on you. You see, all of the people them were wreak havoc right now in our politics. And people were wreak havoc upon the opposition party. You know, say Portia bring them in their party. I never forgot that dance. I call it the dance of deception. When Portia introduced Mark Golding to the country and to the PNP. Little did Portia know Mark Golding a British citizen. None of them never know. Portia bring in this boy coming at the PNP, mash it up, destroy it. Ian Hills, mash it up, destroy it. Una destruction. So nobody come about me. Nobody believe to say, yeah, come with your local kangaroo lawsuit and them. So nobody not afraid of you, my love. You are damaged goods. By your deeds, people shall know you are wicked. And like I said, after me say anything out here tonight, if you think said this is a problem, because you know love come talk about say, oh, you need to apologize and take down that. Me not apologize to people like you know. What me apologize for? I'm not bigger than apologizing if I'm wrong. But what am I apologizing to you for? Look how the media them drag you and bring you down. Why you don't go sue them? I am a threat to you. I've always been a threat to you. And you know me not afraid of you. So when you ever come now about say you seek financial compensation and them something there, look here. But find something though. That's what you need for go do. You walk up and down, you call the Prime Minister thief. The man not thief nothing from you. What amount of things you talk about people. So even if currency you're a pedophile, nobody never sorry for you, know. May I tell you that right now? I never see people who raise money so quick. When you come about what's it name? When you come about contempt of court and Karen pay the 750,000, at the quickest never see people raise money. Everybody give Karen money because they don't like you. Karen raise almost $5 million and pay the $750,000 because you and the rise of them say Karen go to prison now. And Karen did not go no prison. Everybody in the world donated and make Karen get the whole heap $1 million them for pay. And Nationwide put her up a smile. So she pay the money. Me and you not in a problem, my love. I live in America. I'm a laugh off of you in America. I'm a curse you in America. You can't do me nothing. You see the FBI people them will come investigating at the diaspora Dayton. And say you're reported as a pedophile. Them FBI people, let me tell you what they say. Them say you can't do nobody nothing. Because just through your hold one position at the PNP, you wield political power. But you can't do nobody nothing. That them tell me. Me just tell you if you never know. I remember when I tell story over here, so everything when I talk are true. For true. So you can't frighten nobody at all. You are idiot. So Danny Lawrence, go and do your work. Go and do your work and make sure say the people them come out, come vote election day. That's all you have to do. Nobody worry about him. And Luther Buchanan, if you are going to run independent, run independent. That is it. And judge and jury, when him come to him about saying want money, ask him say if him can enforce money in a Jamaica against somebody who resides in the United States. Ask him that. Because you take all the Jamaica court system for one piece of paper show, you know. You not waste of time, you know. Me sorry for your condition. You need some shampoo. You data need some shampoo. You see how you start look now? You can't see the wickedness for you. I mean, I don't care when I'm talking now because you used to be a nice looking gentleman. But the wickedness, you're too wicked. You and them are wicked people. You start to look like some walking dead. Me not like see you know. As a matter of fact, me feel sorry for. Look all about thing Marga down. You don't know more customer and go on bad, you know. So you know what? Back to the politics. Back to the politics. You tell me now, people. Yesterday, the candidate who was run against Bunting, Mr. Ian Ives, he was supported by the National Security Minister, Dr. Chang, as me say, who is outperforming Peter Bunting. You have Daryl Vazu was there, outperforming in the transport ministry. So you have two men down there who Bunting cannot hold a candle to. That's it. So when him go back down there now, because them talk out in business, you know. Them talk how him was a bad MP. Them talk how him bad mind because him see the bus them a come and him not want to pity them to take the bus and him a tell the Jamaican people them say don't take the bus. So with the judgment we come down from Bunting yesterday in a South Manchester, can he go back down there? Where will I go back down there to do? Him feel the people them pan crime. Feel the people them over Central. When can go back down there to do? The people them no same bad mind for true. Because him a fight down the bus them. Only not see how God work. Bunting has become the weapon that farm against himself, farm against the PNP, and him want to come and be the weapon farm against Jamaica. But the blood of Jesus against it. The blood of Jesus against it. So, Mr. Ian Ives, he does not appear to be as, what I call it now, ruthless as Bunting. Him look like him as somebody where then growing good. You know, him respectful. Him have the interest of the people, stuff like that. And that's fine. Everybody can't be ruthless. But I don't sense that he's bothered. I don't sense that he feels threatened by Bunting. We don't need to go get all 1,000 people from over Central Manchester. Make them come over South, come talk and tell the people them. Say Bunting it over there and don't do nothing. When you go get Rhoda, make sure come over there come talk, say Bunting not do nothing. Them are the conflict of interest, guys, to a country. And we must stand up to it. And we not care nothing about a lawsuit what they want to do. And no kangaroo court where we not care nothing about them there. Because over here, so, we are maroon people over here, so, and we not walk with a spirit of fear. Certainly not, for a bunch of losers. Empty-headed, them don't know nothing at all what them do. They can't even save their own self from destruction. Everything what they do are destruction. No, let me just show you a few good news. Can't be bad news all the time. Meanwhile, down Westmoreland, the police them say where homicides are concerned, homicide dropped 60%. And I read today also that the national homicide rate so far, we're in the month of July, the national homicide rate is 370. I did tell you no earlier, say, I thought we would close out the year with less than 500 homicides. I still believe it. We've never been this low halfway through the year. This is good news. This is great news. This is wonderful news. Big up yourself, Dr. Chang. Why I say that by December, we're going to see homicides less than 307, less than 500, is because the police, them at Jamaica, they are not backing down. They are taking the fight to those who, are walk and kill people, those who are contract killers, those who are the wickedness them in the country. The police, they must stand up to them. The police, them for the first time in forever, are confronting these people. And them are war with them. And the police, them are win. And anybody who are going to take up a gun right now for go kill people and them sitting there, I must have mad people. Me no feel so we have enough mad people in the country. We're going to do that right now and face the police them. So I anticipate that as time goes by, the police them will continue to look stronger, have a stronger presence, and the people them will do them something there, them going to retreat. They've already retreated, as we've only seen 370 homicides. That's still a lot. We don't even want to see 300 next year. But me still believe, me still have faith. My feel say by the end of the year, we're going to be below 500. And people like this cannot talk to us. because them come and say there's nothing that Jamaica or the police them can do. And them kind of argument they demotivate the country, the crime fighters. So it would be nice if we could keep things below 500. Now, may I open the phone line a little bit and let me see if I have anything more to say. No, I don't. But give me a break real quick, guys. May I come?
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
After 15 months, I am convinced that the best efforts of the security forces by itself will not solve the crime problem in Jamaica. But it is going to take divine intervention, touching the heart of a wide cross-section of the society.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. The WhatsApp number to the program is here. The phone line is now open. Me never speak about the IC report, but I was told that the Prime Minister's lawyer will be requesting that the IC let go the audit that they paid the overseas people them to do. I don't know why it takes so long. But it's a good move, you know. I don't see why the court would deny that, but we'll see how it works out because the rules them govern the IC. I don't know. Too much secrecy over there. I don't know who them I work for. Because if you work for the Jamaican people, you're not supposed to have so much secrecy along over there. They get it already? Get what already? Oh, it was sent off? Okay, that's good. Hello, good night. Good night. You're welcome to the program.
I always watch the program, and I just decided to call you.
Yeah, turn on the background for me.
Hello?
You got to turn down the background.
Okay, okay. Decided to call you. Yeah, turn on the background. Thank you. Okay. I got a friend.
No, you know what? You have to go call back, sir. Because you hold up a line and the background nice. I can't deal with it. Hello, good night. Hello.
Good night, JPU.
Good night, you're live.
Early days for hotel and have the owner of that property. Two hotels because the own one.
Sir, your connection is there's something wrong with your connection. Hello, good night.
Who works on those buses. And if I has his number, if you want to call him and talk to him about the bus, he can give you a better review on this bus. He works on them, and I was talking to him Sunday when we were going to church.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want his number to call him because he can give you a better review. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Okay. So if
you're interested.
He works on the buses where? In Atlanta?
Yes, ma'am. He works on those school buses.
Okay, all right. They can send his number.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
The weapon that form against the opposition. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Yes.
No, I would say that back in the early 90s. You have 3 hotels in Negril that used to use these same school buses like what the government put into the country. And there was no problem.
It seems like everybody offended by the way the opposition is responding to the buses. Do you feel that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I've been following up the news. The only few people, you see, I personally say that a lot of the PNP supporters, they are lost like a slave that no man can free, So they only see things through the eyes of Mark Golding. Those are the fully duns, But you have intelligent people in the PNP who's really upset with the party about that kind of behavior. And they see that it's a nail in their coffin.
Okay.
But then again, well, when a man is a fool, there's not much you can do to change their perception of life, But I must say that I was pleased the other day when Morgan picked you up, because if it wasn't for you and the other two, I tell you the JLP would I be struggling more because they're not really giving the kind of message that we're supposed to be getting from them. They make so much things go unsaid. They make the PNP get away with so much things, And I'm very happy that you're able to put these things in perspective and give the people a better understanding of what things are and the way they are.
Thank you.
So enough respect.
Yeah, man. Thank you for calling. Can you imagine, guys? If the propagandists, them and the character assassins and the liars and disinformation people, imagine if they had this platform all to themselves. What look here. The level of damage that would have been done to Jamaica. I'm not talking about damage done to the government or the JLP. Me talk about Jamaica and Jamaica's image. The damage. Look here, you see Jamaica? The image of Jamaica would have looked like the PNP. You see them like how Bunting them destroy the PNP and take down the farmer leader and do the wickedness them. I saw Jamaica would have looked right now. May I tell you no? And this is why JPU and other platforms pose such a huge threat to people like Dayton Campbell, Peter Bunting, and them. They can't get for out here tell no lie and get away with it and put no foolishness in the people them head because the people them eyes open. And no matter where they hear all over social media and them something there, the people them have sense. I am so glad today when I saw the analytics which says 60% of our listeners are in 65% of our listeners are in Jamaica. That's wonderful. I'm glad that the message is getting out there. So now last who can't stop this, my love. Sorry for telling you. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Natalie. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, and good night to the platform.
Yes.
I have been very concerned about this rural school bus program.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a past student of Monroe College.
Okay.
And I basically grew up about 5 miles down the road from Monroe. Hampton and Monroe, they're brother and sister school, and both schools had buses running from in the 70s.
Mm.
And I would have spent 5 years at the institution. It's the bus that I use every single day.
Buses like these?
No, not close.
What kind of buses were they? Older? Okay.
They were, I think eventually they got to Encarver buses, but basically they were older buses, because the one that I used to travel was an older bus.
Mm-hmm.
The school had a mechanic that was responsible. So for those who know the terrain, one bus would go from Maine through Goshen into Santa Cruz and up the Santa Cruz mountain. That is 15 miles of basically uphill.
Okay.
And the Hampton buses would travel similar route for the young ladies at Hampton. So it is amazing. If you're talking about a pilot project, it has been done before. These are 2 schools. They are boarding institutions. And for the children that would have lived in St. Elizabeth, that were going to go to the school and not live on campus, then those were called day students. It means you travel in and back every single day.
Okay.
And that worked. And as I said, I went to school in the 80s. A member of, and I don't want to call his name, a member of the ruling party, sitting member of parliament, was also, and I went to school with him. So he can testify that it worked.
Okay, that's good. To hear.
So I mean, the nonsense that is being perpetuated, that this is so outlandish. This 2 schools had, and when I went to primary school, you saw the buses up and down. You were just waiting on your turn to pass common entrance to be on it going to school.
Okay.
So this is not something that has not worked. It has worked for those 2 schools where a number of children were able to use it. So if anybody wants to know, the minister, anybody can go to the principal of these 2 schools. What have you been doing? What has worked? And I was never late for school. I got to school on time every day, and I got back home on time. Never traveled for those 5 years, never traveled with the publics and adults and other people traveling on you are safe. So this is something that I think is an extremely good move. I'm calling for the first time. I've always been listening, but this is something that irks me because of what I enjoyed during my 5 years at Monroe.
Okay. So would you say that the transportation system within the school system has deteriorated, because a lot of people didn't know that some of these schools had buses?
And
back
the
then,
reason that a lot of people wouldn't know is because of where these 2 schools are located and the fact that it happened. So it's all the way in St. Elizabeth. It is up in the hills. So one school is in Malvern, 10 miles from Santa Cruz, and one school is about 4 or 5 miles up the road. So a lot of people might not know. But this is something, as I said, I went to school in 1980. This has been happening even before I went to school. So it is there. We don't even need to talk about a pilot project. And my disappointment is that so many of the PNP persons who from the general area should be saying to your leader, it cannot be just about politics. And there comes a time that you just have to say, let's put politics aside and look at something that is good. This has worked. All the PNP MPs who would have run in the area, Sidney Pagan, Derek Rochester, all those stalwarts, they knew that this was working.
Okay. All right.
So it is amazing that at this juncture, what has worked for these 2 schools to have your children safe, and this can now be for all rural schools, and you'd fight against this? This doesn't make any sense.
No. Thank you for letting us know, though, about your experience. Yeah, man. Thank you for calling.
Okay. All right.
You see that school bus up me, yeah? You see, because PNP fight it so much, I tell you, JLP, you know, gun killings in the election, you know. It may even give them one of the 5 term. What wanna say, guys? Me not think Jamaica people like this. Where them a go on with and how them come out and deal with. I mean, you come out one time and you say something and you say the people them nah stand up with you. You know, hold back man and stop your eyes. Them come out and them come from every angle. As me say, if you never there year earlier, you see from we not thief the bus them because the latest thing when them come with now. I come say the bus them never come in the country properly. But I am saying as long as we did not steal the buses, we don't care how them come in. As long as when Monday morning, September morning come, the pin them of the bus will go up and that's all we care about. Hello, good night.
Hey, JPU, it's me, good night.
Hi, welcome. Turn on the background for me.
Can you hear me? It's better now?
Yeah.
This school bus system, it's like a dream come true. Not that it's novel or it has been tried before, but this seems to be well more thought out. I can't speak for anyone and I can't speak for that caller before because I didn't go to Monroe, but where I went to school, in the 90s, I lived it.
Where you went to school?
I went in the corporate area.
Oh,
and
okay.
Between taxi drivers and the bus drivers, growing up, I heard my money couldn't buy gas. So, and this was in the 90s. So I had to, it was just a small amount of people who were willing to take us. So I said, well, our money couldn't buy gas, so there are many taxi drivers didn't take us. Bus drivers were the same. In the bus, we had to get up and give big people seat. Because our bus fare as well as also couldn't buy gas. So these were the things I heard of growing up in the 90s going to school. So if we can get this to work, no one in their right mind should be fighting against this. Because once again, we need to look at this from a qualitative and quantitative aspect. Because when kids could get to school on time, kids could get home on time, they'll be more productive.
You think that this is going to cost the people them who fight against the bus?
Well, I hope so.
Okay.
If well-thinking Jamaican people and well-thinking parents, because this is not for us, this is for the future. So if well-thinking Jamaican people who have the average household who may have 2 or 3 children going to school, from an economical standpoint, it's only $50 per trip round trip. I mean per day, or $50 per trip, $400 a day. That's cost savings right there. That's safety right there. It's funny enough when the police actually gave the data in terms of how many students lost their lives. And I heard no one is really speaking about that, and that should be high on the totem pole.
Yes. Well,
if we could save 1 or 2 student lives on an average, that's great. So I endorse this. I hope phase 2 rolls out. Bigger and better. What I was actually hoping that the minister would say when he was on your program last week was that for phase 2, they probably could have the buses, given that there probably will be new buses, have them already retrofitted for Jamaican standard. So to have the manufacturer build, if the door needs to be on the left, have the doors being built on the left, given that these will be new buses. So once they come into the island, they're already good to go. Okay. So I endorse this wholeheartedly, and I hope phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, no matter how many phases we need, we just need all hands on deck and support it in every way, shape, or form. And I said, it's going to be kinks. We're going to need to iron out the kinks come September because nothing is flawless. But we take lessons learned and we move ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night. How are you, my darling?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, this school bus system, I laugh sometimes when I hear those people talk about it negatively, because I grew up in Northwest St. Anne. And while my father was a transport operator in the 1970s, if you know about this bus named Transit.
In the 80s, you say?
You hear me?
Yeah, you were saying at the 80s?
70s.
70s,
to 80s.
okay.
So my dad used to drive a transit from St. Anne's Way to Brownstown, take school children. I was at the secondary school, so I was on a shift system. So if my class starts at 7:20, so if my father have to pick me up going to Brownstown, I'm late. Right? My brothers were at York Castle, so they would go to school for 8:30. But the transit, he had a four-wheel transit and a six-wheel transit. And there was not enough space at no time at all. And then when I think about this same orange bus now, I used to go to Discovery Bay, pick up kids from Discovery Bay to St. Mary at Iona High School. You see, an orange bus coming up in 1970s. I never hear of it brought down left nobody anywhere. Because there were mechanics who were there are people who were eager to learn about these kind of buses anyway. But for people, I'm saying my brother is still in the transport business because he takes kids to St. Kilda's and your castle. He drives the coast, but it's private. But this thing now, I can't see how people can fight against it with I can see kids on the roadside waiting and there's not enough. It's like there's not enough bus. Because even the Brownstone route, most of the kids, they do private because they have to stand and wait for too long for the regular bus that comes and say, oh, no schoolers, we have two already. You get me?
Yeah.
So now they will have a system. I hope that, I know it's going to happen in Brownstone because I know there are talks at York Castle about the buses running to York Castle. But parents are happy. Can you take that from them? Can you take that from parents who have the voting right?
Well, they're gonna be a big part of the voting back too.
It's gonna blow up. So when nobody comes to say, "Oh, we're gonna improve on it," nobody improve on it. Leave it alone. You already curse it and you tear it down. Nobody gonna improve on it.
Okay.
Somebody else had it. So, but what I want, you see, after election, would I like to give you some of them stuff on the victory ride?
Where's
that? The victory motorcade after election.
Where's the one?
Let me some of them in Northwest. When we keep down again.
Mr. Vaz, you here? They want the bus them for victory, right? Oh my goodness. All right, thank you.
But I'm looking forward,
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, my dear. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right.
This is a wonderful idea, the victory. Me not take a drive out of the bus for the victory people. We want one of the bus them for JPU, Mr. Vaz. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night. Hi, Nats.
Hi, how are you?
I'm an avid listener to your program, and I wanted to comment on the rural bus program.
Okay.
And I can testify my own experience growing up in Hanover, where I used to have to traverse to Westmoreland to school.
So much longer used to take them bus there?
And let me tell you, no, we didn't have those buses. We didn't have any structured transportation.
Okay.
So you know what happened? A lot of girls fell victims to bus drivers and conductors.
Oh God.
You never have no fear. So you don't have no fear. You have to deal with the bus driver or the conductor.
What
so you
the
can
hell?
get free rides.
My goodness.
Okay? And you're talking about rural kids whose parents, most of them are farmers, they're poor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is if you're ambitious and you really want to go to school, how are you gonna get there? You're talking about from Hanover going down to From Technical School. It's hard. So I don't know what is wrong with these people. They don't know what rural children experience. They have no clue. No clue. So many girls became victims who never got pregnant, whatnot, because they just didn't have the bus fare or the lunch money in some cases. Or you just couldn't go to school. I am a victim of that. I fell out of high school in grade 10. I just didn't have the fare. I couldn't go anymore.
I lie.
Because there was no structured system. My poor mother, who was a domestic helper, just couldn't afford the bus fare daily.
Sorry.
And days when she could give me the money to go, I had no lunch. So I was hungry. So these people have no idea, no clue. So for me, it really it touches me because I know my experience growing up in the 80s, going from Hanover, from a place called Kingsville down to Front Tech, and I'm telling you, we felt it as girls.
Wow.
We felt it. So they need to just let go off of the rural school bus system and give poor people a chance.
My goodness.
And that is all I have to say tonight. They need to just stop.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Thank you, Nats, for listening.
Yeah.
And good night to your listeners.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Una hear the mess up, me people? I never got to school in a rural Jamaica. I went to school in Kingston. From basic school come right up. So a lot of these stories that we're hearing now is foreign to me. Hello, good night. Fine, thank you.
You know, I listen about this bus thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What when people, you have a lot of ladies that follow in the Persian side, you know, and the joy, I mean, a lot of nights when Mark Golden talk about, they would have get public taxi and all those things for really care kids, you know. But plenty of these people don't understand that government don't pay money on time. That is one.
Mm.
And I mean, if they get those tax to care people, how many weeks that they're going to take to pay the tax over them? 1, 2 weeks pass. 1, 2, 3 weeks pass, you know. The kids are going to stand up a roadside now because one thing about it, whenever 2 weeks pass, and the tax man never say, boy, them can't buy gas and things like that. So, right there and then, the kids are going in serious trouble.
That is a whole can of worm,
Government don't pay on time until people don't understand that.
That is a can of worm, yeah, what me right there, so you know.
They will have to find money to them pocket to buy gas and all them something because sometimes for months.
Yes.
Months you don't get paid. I work with government, you know, and I know what it is, you know.
I
know what it is. Yeah, months you don't get paid. So one that I tell us you're going to have to find one. So I'm all 3-4 months, you know, going to get no pay. And how many drivers going? Plenty of these ladies that's on the trip run the paddle with them. Some of them have kids going to school. And I mean, they can't even find the first, they can't even find lunch money, as what the lady said. Instead of to find $150 a day or $300. Because some people pay now $1,500, you know.
That's terrible.
All $1,500. So they should be the one glad with what the government are doing. They jump on cheering about public taxi. I remember when I'm in Jamaica, you know, I used to travel on a certain taxi, you know. And as a money for going to taxi front, you know, the driver will tell you go in the back, you know why them do that? Them tell you directly, if you're not the front, if the lady in the front, and when them try to move against it, the man can't move to a certain place. But with the man, so the woman come inside here. You understand?
Yes.
So there's a lot of things the girl them go through and the bus them. Plenty things. You know, and this is what the person want. But I tell you something. Certain man have his own son in their house, and his own son have certain, his own friend have certain interference with his son, and they never pay it no mind. So how you think going to be with people kids out the road?
True. Thank you for calling.
I'm not gonna call no name, man. You do that. No.
Thank you for calling.
Have a good night, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, jeez. Me yet fear them stories about the situation with the girls them and stuff like that. You see, when people are out of touch and they're trying to lead people who have a different life experience and they cannot empathize, can't put themselves in a people's shoes and find human compassion to deal with certain things. Them just wicked and vile. My feel say them mad, you know, me telling you already they half mad. Hello, good night. Sorry, I lost that call. This not make sense at all. Contract payment is not immediate. After your work, the government has to send the information to procurement and then accountant general before payment is made. Yeah, that was a good point that he raised about the money. The payment to these people. What a confusion that would be, though. Hello, good night.
Yeah. Listen, what not?
Yeah, sir.
I'm big up your chapter now.
Yeah, man.
JPU family. Me say, it's that bus thing. Sometimes I wonder what the brother if them forward in a leadership for a better Jamaica, or I don't know, it's something else. Because me see you play one with Mr. Troop talk, a councillor Troop. If organic Troop, we know say me was a coaster bus man, you know.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, man. All right. Me go high school from between about 86 to 91, and we know the deal. I mean, no, so I'm all the first coaster man, them have them VCR and little TV up in night, and when I see them tinted and them lock up our AC, you know. And certain people when they come in at the park, you see power out of that, you know.
Okay.
Certain high school girl, but we couldn't even look upon them time there, you know. You know, I really part for that.
St. James you come from?
Huh?
You come from St. James?
Yeah, man. Me a Ghanaian, man.
Oh.
I'm a Ghanaian, man.
Okay,
okay. And when I time, we went live all parts and over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we traverse. And we know them. So it's like when time me see my talk about dump and this and blah blah this. Them I run coaster bus for Wappy fill up.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what me I say?
So you feel like if the PNP come in, you think what you think them are gonna do with the bus system?
Them go kill it. Like how them do it already, you know.
You don't think them could have managed it?
Them go kill it, man. Cause that them attack. You know, you might go and tell us, man, when time them forward, man, what them go fix, man. It's like a damage control data that forward out that chat about them go improve. Or you go improve something when they start.
Wow. Okay.
And hold on, may I have a question for you. Miss Emily, when they on the boat ride, you call me here. Why me here? She make a speech, you know, me shock, you know.
No.
She check her fitness on her car, but she remind her the age of her car. She say her car out with her 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And she said it drive good. And the woman said some of them politicians, they are political old bus. Literally. What they fight against the school bus. So no one know who should they talk over there. Who over there the political old bus?
Me I think. Hold on, let's see. How are the political old boss?
That must bunting.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So me I say, welcome, Miss Emily. You get you stop sip the tea over that side of it. But anyway, not just keep doing the good work, yes, sir?
Yes, all right.
Yeah, man, you don't know we are the listener, and yeah.
Thank you.
People if you like up, you know, do 1,500 like before we left, you know, 1,000 look good enough.
Yeah, man,
so
for sure.
Love, yeah.
Thank you. I'm big up all of the subscribers them down in a Mantic up here. St. Catherine. May you say a whole heap of people over St. Catherine and listen to her at night time. So when I was subscribers, I said that she was attacked by a bus driver. I don't know people do it, you know, I couldn't put my little picnic on bus. You mad? I in a taxi. Hello, good night.
Natalie, you see that chaka government there? The chaka opposition there? Do you see the boss of them on fight? That make we go give them a beating where they never expect. What
the people in your community? What the people in my West Kingston I say? Although they never get the bus.
Natalie, people, them are lick out against it, man. I mean what them are say, them are lick out against it, man.
Okay.
But Mr. Natalie, we can't believe up to this morning, demand them dip on, you have some blogger, you know, Natalie. Where then there's a put out thing and this and that for the chaka opposition, you know. You have one over for your part of the road where they call him, Radigan. Him one of the main one, you know, man. I push the fire, you know. up on computer and put up this and put up that, but a whole bus and a show all bus inside a bus and outside, you see?
But you know, so I don't think the people them want to ride the bus there. I don't think them care if the bus all, you know.
Not only look here. $50 go $50 because the people ain't glad with the bus more anything is. And you see that verse, if you say phase 2, they will get pulled up on money with them get latest bus. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
phase 2 we'll get newer bus.
Okay.
These are those phase 1 when them are rush it to September come in.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Now, listen now, you see the thing that with them pay both Andrew, integrity pay for Andrew thing there.
Mm-hmm.
The judge met them up and it was in lawyer, you know.
Yes, so that me see the people in my say, I never see that earlier. Thank you. Thank you. We look forward to seeing it.
To hear what go on.
Yes, thank you.
All right, my sister.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Big up the people in West Kingston. You know what I know? Even though the fear for the bus, $50 go $50 come. I don't know a whole heap of money. I'm just wondering what kind of income the minister anticipate. What kind of revenue? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Are we talking, hundreds of thousands per month? I mean, that's good, but I would have liked to know how much money they might expect for coming in from the fear and so the picking them up here. Hello, good night. Yes, hi.
I'm not sorry. Let me comment you on great work that you're doing. I consider it as present truth.
Thank you.
I heard it. Yeah, man. I heard a lot of people talking about the bus issue, and I just want to weigh in. I heard I think it was Crawford that mentioned that they were gonna give the parents some subsidy, some money towards. No, you think about this. If people really having a hard time, and you put some money into the hands of a parent, and for example, a parent have to choose between maybe preparing some food or to buy something, and a matter of fact, there are a lot of people today them into the hairstyle and this, and they're not even concerned too much about their children education. You really think people would some of those parents would really use that money to really invest into send their children to school?
Why?
And I listen to these people sometimes they talk, and we understand, and one I think is that we have to understand the position of the opposition, right? They know that this thing that was is doing with the school bus, it really, really put the PMP into a bad position going into an election. And I guess these are just some desperate cries. They're doing everything to see if they can stall it and just to paint it black, because obviously they say a John did man catch up last straw. So I think they're just doing it. I don't believe that they actually convinced, right, that they are doing the right thing. But
so why them do it then? If them know say can cause them election, why them do it then?
But the thing is, they don't cause them election whichever way. But think about it.
No, Jesus.
I mean, at this proper moment, when you see a party is rolling out something like school bus, you see, if people understand, what some children have to really go through, right, to go to school. Sometimes some of them can't go more than 1 day, 2 days a week, right? And now they are having a vehicle, right, that can transport them. I used to be in transportation business, and one I think with most taxi people and bus, they have to hustle during a certain hours they call peak hours.
Rush hour.
Right? In order to make 2 and 3 trips to see if they can make up money. Because after a while, the road die out. Now you are sending a bus. This bus man that the people who are carrying the students, they are not in any rush, Before they pick up the student, they are going to school, they are working based on time. They do not have to exceed the speed, they don't have to do nothing extra, because not like they are trying to double up to make money to put in their pocket. You understand? So obviously the children will get to school. They will get into school much safer. And many of them who sometimes used to stop a pass, it's not going to happen because their parents put you on a bus and the bus is not going to stop until you get to school. So if you want to leave school and go somewhere else, it's up to you. But the bus is heading to school. You know, but it's really sad. It's really sad. But I'm really looking forward to really see Andrew on the third term because it really would be unfair after building the economy and reach at a point now where he can really, you know, spend the money on the essential things and move the country forward. You know, it would be really be unfair to see PMP come again and take it and bring it back to where it is. Because we know that once they come, what we're gonna see is a lot of crash program because they don't have the plan. And just to come sweeten the people and spread some money because it is available to, you know, to spread all over the place. Run a lot of crash program until eventually we end up right back at square one. So, but anyhow, let me give someone else a chance and continue to do the good work, man. You continue to do good work. I hope that the Labour Party recognize your effort because I tell you the truth, I think you're doing a better job than their own PR.
Oh, yes, and I thought them sitting there.
No, man, it's true. But you have to speak the truth, right?
True.
Because a lot of things that I come to know. If it wasn't for your program, I wouldn't even know.
Oh, thank
and that's
you.
just the reality.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
thank you for joining.
Man. All right, you take care.
Get the anthem ready now. Get the anthem ready. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it coming down. The river coming.
Yes, Lord. At the bus them once the September morning. Once the bus them roll out all across Jamaica. It's gonna be such a beautiful thing. The only thing I don't like with the bus them, you know, is when you have to get caught up in the hours of the morning there. And the bus them stop and a pick up. But you have to just understand, say, it doesn't bother me anymore because, you know, I have a child in the school system and it is what it is. You have to just deal with it. So it's unavoidable. It's a part of your life. And that is what Jamaicans will have to get used to, is them going to used to seeing these buses at the hours when kids are going to school and, you know, leaving school. And I think this will also be good for traffic and drivers. Some of them have to go slow down now. When them about to roll out a morning time to pick up the children, them bus here now go drive over no speed limit and so. Them are going to stop and haul in front and behind and go stop, make the kids them get on. So I think this will help Jamaica to become a more disciplined society where driving and traffic are concerned. Let me take this last call, guys. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, please turn on the background for me.
No, I don't have anything in my background.
Okay, you're live.
Come on. Boy, I've been wanting to talk to you for such a long time, but thanks be, it is now. I've been following this bus thing, you know, and what struck me, like the 1.5 in 2016, the opposition realized that this thing catching fire and people are loving it. And they did not have anything in their pipeline to deal with any school bus. It wasn't on their radar. They weren't thinking about it. So because just like all the 1.5, people were catching on and loving it, and it was building a momentum, they realize now that, especially Mr. Vaz coming and being such a good PR man for it, in selling, say, boy, parents who used to pay $600 a day to send them children to school will now pay $100. Rather than them paying finding $3,000 for the week, them finding $500, right? This will make a tremendous impact. So when the minimum wage earner and the people earning not so much hear these things, of course it is going to ting them. So the PNP realize no, they cannot allow that to take root in the people. So they are doing, but they don't understand. You would think they would have learned from the 1.5. Say, if something is good, it don't make no sense to fight it. It's better you come and say, boy, what you can do to make it better. But
I don't see nothing.
Two other quick things. When they talk about improving, it's not this system that is coming September. Mr. Campbell was talking about improving. Mr. Campbell was talking about improving the system where you have private contractors, like where the brethren was talking about that Monroe and Hampton and that sort of thing. And that's the system in talking about improving it. He is not talking about improving the current system. That is why persons believe that if they come in, they are going to discontinue the system that Mr. Vaz is looking to roll out in September, because they are totally dead set against that system.
So what am I going to do? Park up a bus then? They can't park up a bus then?
No, well, you see, that is where Jamaican people would have to decide it, because, you know, we would have the taxpayers of Jamaica that spend $1.4 billion to buy these buses. Right? You know, see, the other thing that I hear some of the people talk about, them could have get how much it costs a bus. Brand new coaster bus. But I heard a man say something that me and my son was discussing. Right? And it is that the best bus the government could have buy is these buses. When if the government were to buy a coaster bus, you can imagine how much of them, because the regular busman them have coaster buses. So just like all them thief, the netball girl them, or reggae girls, coaster bus. You know, same way they would have a plan for thief some high school bus them.
I don't think coaster bus fit for school children.
No, I
in
don't
this
believe
way.
them fitting up, but I'm saying if you go buy a bus like what the ordinary people at Porter Road that drive, it's easier for you to thief them the bus.
True.
But the bus them the government are bringing now. Nobody can look for thief them, because who ever sell them to? Who else ever use them the parts ban? But if you think the coaster bus, you can always find chop it up or whatever to use the parts, because you have market out there for them, but the market not out there for them a bus. So the best kind of bus them the government buy. It's just like JUTC bus. It don't make no sense a man thief it, because who ever sell it to? But if you buy a bus where other people already are driving in Jamaica, not much easier for them to rob them. So you see, all of these things, but the long and short of it, nuts. They did not have any. They did not have this pan or radar. They never have a pan or plan. So it was some makeups as they go. That's if you hear them, every other one of them come out and explain for them plan. Is about 5 or 6 different plans they might explain. Because they
must speak with many different voices.
Right? So this is what mash up their meds, because they are now scrambling to come up with something, because they can see the mothers and fathers all across the length and breadth. And the sad thing is, I hear a man said earlier, many of the women and things where they are these meetings where when things are make up nice, themselves can't wait for them people on the bus. And that is what we can't understand them.
Well, from people here to them, I go save $1.
Them brought the bus. So I don't understand what is wrong with them. When I hear all Mr. Bunting saying, boy, he wouldn't pick up on the bus. When in which Jamaica Mr. Bunting children ever going on public transport? And I see people when he says his foolishness, I jump up.
Why? Sometimes I can't trust poor people, me hear people talk it all the while,
Well, that is my problem. Right? I grew up in Kingston, right? And I can tell you, in the 80s, and a little bit of time, man, I pushed me off many days. Me used to have a 1 foot me up on the step and 1 foot hold on at the window in order to get home, because them time I used to go to a shoe school where school let over after 5, and especially between say November to February, the night come down early, and we could reach a crossroad by say 5:30, 5:45 at night. I come down, and man, I tell us say no schoolers, no schoolers, right? So, and while we were being a lesser fear, but we were having an easier time, because I tell you, one of the best thing happened at JUTC, in a sense, because the JUTC, you know have man, nobody push you off and I tell us no schoolers.
Right. Well, I appreciate your call. I think I had a last call tonight.
I cannot believe that sensible people could be standing and listening to people and tear down something. As Mr. Barr said, this is a game changer for the country.
Them know too. Them know. Yeah, but make us see what them do election day. Very interesting times ahead. Make us see if the PNP them are gonna roll out against themselves.
They would have to suffer for the bad, but I really hope that good sense will prevail for the majority of us.
All right. Yeah.
And all those who sit down and said them now vote and they say not to vote for. It's a lie. It's a lie, and they need to stop believe that lie. Right? There's a clear demarcation out there if you're willing to look.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are as curious as I am, but I would really like to see election day if the PNP supporters them is going to come out and vote against themselves. God no. You see, I just through certain things they can't really do, because God Almighty knows. Say, you see, anybody, I don't care if you're PNP or JLP or no P, anybody will go out the election day, go vote against Wagwan, especially with the transformation in the the bus system with the kids them. Say them would want them pick up on the bus. God Almighty know. You know fear. Something like that can't be fair. You go, they go cast a vote for the people who are against your interest. Then you pay for your picnic at school. God no. And then the people know when you see them, I put them picnic on the bus, you call them out. But when I want a problem and a confrontation, but it don't fear. But you know what? You are always gonna have the people who them are gonna do stuff like that. But thank God, I don't think they're the majority. Can you imagine? You go out there if you go vote and you see the people in them bunting colors and come out say them are gonna vote against the school bus. Boy, if I would call them out something wrong, me not do it. Yeah, man. When you see them come vote, say you're picking the ride the bus to school, I angle them up. Them if you have sense, man. Stop from make bunting people like bunting manipulate on the head. I have sense. I have sense for sure now. Hold on.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
Boy, may I tell you no. I can't manage. When me see the people them surround Warmington and say him redeem, and Warmington have this look on him face like, yes, Father God, I never take a drink of rum tonight, I redeem. You born me, you know? Cheese and peas. Eh? No, sir. Wanna look at so? How are they? Sit here.
You say if I change, everybody go change. If I change, everybody will change. Of course. Start load, man. So if I change? Yes. So what you say? If I change, what am I? Everybody go change. All right, sir. Two. You change? Yes. You sure say change? You turn neighbor right and you pay me for 54 years. What you say? Your friend? Yes, I do. And you're the so if I change with you? Yes. You sure? Me a band blood neighbor right now.
PMP change after 54 years. What a baptism.
Two. You change? Yes. You sure say change? You turn neighbor right and you pay me for 54 years. What you say? Your friend? Yes, I do. And you're the so if I change with you? Yes. You sure? Me a band blood neighbor right now.
Why? One must make James talk more. He has good oratory skills. He speaks forcefully with conviction, and I think we need to let him talk more. Now is the time for bring out one of the best speakers them. Bring out, I mean, as the people are bad speakers, you know, but you have some people who can get the message out a little better, you know? Them have a more powerful voice, and I think he has that. And I don't know if you guys were on the program Saturday night, where I spoke with the ladies about the reparation conversation that's happening in CARICOM. And one of the ladies suggested that it's time for Jamaica set up a reparation ministry. You can also argue that a committee would be sufficient and put Warmington Pande. I love that idea. So anybody who over here listen tonight who has the ears of the government, I think while the conversation is happening among the CARICOM leaders about reparation, I think in Jamaica, we need to take the first step in our own country and start looking at dealing with the matter of reparation. May I agree with that totally. And when you make a move like that now, the Jamaican people, they must say, yes, you really care about the well-being of the people. The issue of land ownership, crown land and what they want to call it. We need a reparation. And maybe other countries in the region will follow suit and do the same. Now, St. James people, no look at so. This a woman here. I go say, when PNP come in power, she says she's declared that the land reform and justice will be central to the party's development agenda when it forms the PNP is banking on what? That the PNP is banking on it on to win her seat. Glean on and write this good. But you know what go on. At the women's movement sitting, they might talk about land reform. But you know, me tell you this. You know, I see the government give out some houses to people. And when I see some people who are in their late 70s and their 80s, And then the people there get house. And when you look on some of the house, where them a come out of, me I say to myself, say, all these years, where we have government after government, how come on when the people them get so old? Some of them probably not, and the truth me attack, some of them probably not even gonna live in the house them for 5 good years. But I just know them a get the little break to get a home. That breaks my heart. I mean, better late than never, but what I'm trying to say is, why the previous government them never a look out for those people and not dealing with the issue of squatting in our country? Why the previous government them never do it? The last time we checked, we heard that there were about 700,000 people in Jamaica who were called squatters. We have a population of 3 million people. And of course, that doesn't mean 3 million households. But we have a good amount of people who call squatters, 700. I will people that, you know. And over the decades and over time, we have not alleviated our people of this issue with housing. And this is why it is so important to deal with the reparation problem. And some of them land there, where some people have a talk about crown land, and the descendants of slaves then can't go upon on land them and go claim anything. At time now, for them the people they get a break. So deal with the reparation thing and make we see what can go on with some of the land them in a Jamaica for the people. If I were the government, I would call election after the PNP conference. Will there be a PNP conference this year? I kind of doubt it. But we don't know. We'll see. If PNP should win the general election, Electric Breast would get a ministry, Merciful Father. Them something why look here. Me have to take time now. I have to take time. Although them are people are not deserving of nothing when them kindness, because them are wicked. Them what you see now, them are part of the problem, you know. Them used to sit down behind closed doors and help Peter Bunting defame people. Them used to sit down behind closed doors and all type of wickedness. And I like say, them are a portion of people. The reason why I see some of them are come about seat because them help with the wickedness, so they get rewarded for their wickedness. You see, only for me now, and them are something I come about opponent. I don't even want to talk. If me I run against them, are something I will call themselves opponent. When me don't talk to the people, them you see, then can't walk back into the place. But obviously, everybody is not like me. When me don't ask them, say, oh, them are swell, so. When me don't ask them what them bring to the table, where the people them are concerned. When me ask them how them come up in our politics, me have to take time over here, you know. Anyway, we are looking forward to see the rollout of these buses. And guys, all who come late, make sure say una remember the warning from this man here, Mr. Arnold Bertram, about Bunting and Golden and them conflict of interest. The safety of Jamaica's finance, very important. You see, we bring down the debt and we have look money can spend, whether it be on buses for the children or whatever, cannot go back. That'll be the worst thing what Jamaica people them that ever do. Now come tell we say I'm mostly done speaking at the country. Last time I checked, the literacy rate at 88%. Would I really like to see that reflect in our data when the election run? Remember say, everything what we know about them people, all of them wickedness. And from in the PNP we know it. Mr. Bertram, a highly respected historian, former minister, come blow the whistle upon them. Danishka Williams come tell we say she has stepped down from being vice president of the PNP YO because of the infiltration of the wicked people then. Donna Scott Motley told us, brawling, that Bunting not have no integrity, he's not fit to lead the great party and not fit to lead our great country. Them say so. So if them say so, and some of them now want come turn them out the other way because them are position, we're not responsible about that, you know. What them say, take sleep and mark that. We see them action for true. They no business about the kids in my country. They no business with nobody safety. They just want to come and infiltrate Jamaica's government. They are infiltrator. As for this one here, Dayton Campbell, where your lawyer going to court but tell the judge say, we are called you Satan Campbell. We no business. And that we say Satan Campbell. I mean, say they laugh off in the court when the lawyer talks. So we no business. So you know where you come about, you want monetary, you want monetary reimbursement for damages and that kind of something. What about the damage you have done to people? Nobody not sorry for you, you know? Nobody don't sorry for you. And let me tell you, you can't use no form of intimidation, no form of judicial harassment. This is the first in our history we're not going to hear a woman say, we're not afraid of lawsuit and we're not frightened for lawsuit and we're not back from the lawsuit and we're not apologize to no boy. First, we're not going to hear that. Most people that hear lawsuit, they run up and down and hide. We're not hide over here, sir. You crazy? So all this time, you never want no money. But now when you say your back is against the wall, you want to come but you want money because you think that somebody's going to frighten for you. You're not frightened. I don't frighten. And Danny, I go beat you. And Luther Buchanan, I go run as an independent and beat you. You're going to get a beating, man. And you're not going to get no money. You might get one look at headline, but we're just laughing for your same way. Just like how we're laughing at the beginning, just like how me laughing at the beginning when you say you want apology. I'm going to stand up there and wait. And then I cuss you 3 days after. Because you never ever going to get an apology from me. Come in and do nothing. But you can't intimidate nobody, sir. You no go and go tell him say me say so. Come here, say he might watch me, you know. He might watch and he might listen. Because in a Dayton mind, me is him biggest threat. I mean, I look on boy. So you see the money them where you pay the lawyer, I hope you have the money them. I hope you have money to give Vaz and give the rest of people them where sue you. A woman alone you come for. You can't come for me. So understand that. But guys, the judgment depend them. Depend them frustrated. All of who lose them seats, all of 17 of them, the people them dash them with 2020. The whole of them they know afraid because them swear them a come back and get seats. We losers a go. What a disrespect to the Jamaican people. Eh? Somebody did tell you, you know. Say all of you know. We're going to have a very hard time facing the people after what we do. I want to do people. And so said, so done. You can't go nowhere and be in the good graces of the Jamaican people. Because the people say, is nothing more than a vile, wicked set of people. Same like how, when the lady died, Soon I run up and down about women's movement. When Melissa died, uno on a cult come out and said the woman died from aneurysm. Aneurysm, you know? And one time when you hear the truth, uno go hide and come out and say, I know the mark, then go shoot the woman. Me never hear them something in my life yet. People go in a mark go shoot people. This is what uno stand for. And the people them follow uno, and that uno do. So we don't really like uno about ya. I saw uno victimize people, even in death, uno no sorry for people. Uno victimize people, bring down people, even in them caskets. I don't want to contact the people about lawsuit. Not mad people. You're not going to get no election headline. So you're trying to get a defamation headline. Kupa you too. Look at you. You're not gonna make it. You're not have no election headline again. Sorry for you. Anyway, guys, may I go wrap up here so. Wednesday again, me talk to Uno. And on Saturday where I come to following Saturday, there's gonna be no live broadcast, guys. Videos will be uploaded, but I am leaving town for a week. So we'll definitely keep in touch. The channel now locked down. So make sure you check out the uploads then, but just no live broadcast. But we'll talk more about that when we get closer to Saturday. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you give the live a thumbs up. About 2,500 people over here. So when time we log off, we'd like to see at least 2,000 on the like button, because we know some people over here watch what they don't really like we. Also, sometime this week, I'm trying to put together a debate over here. 3 PNP and 3 Labour rights. If any PNP want to volunteer to join the panel, even if you're not a silent listener, you make me know on the WhatsApp number. The JLP people, them want to be a part of the panel, 3 and 3. You come. And you know why I do this? Real quick. Me stop over TikTok with you and to talk to one of my local friend. And 2 PNP did over there. And me ask them want engage me. So I say no problem. Me end up ask them say why them supporting the Mark Golden led PNP. And guys, between the two of them, I never get an answer. So me I say this no look good. So maybe some more sensible PNP now could have come over JPU, yeah, so me could have one debate night. I'm hoping to do it before the end of the week. Me could have a debate night, 3 Labour right and 3 PNP. I am not going to participate. All I'm going to do is moderate and make sure that there's fact-checking going on, because nobody's not going to come tell a lie on that channel here. Anything we then come talk, whether you're JLP or PNP, anything where you come talk, it has to be true. So that will be my role, is to make sure that truth talk and make sure, say, people are following, the rules of engagement here. So any PNP we want to join, on a link up in the WhatsApp, on the WhatsApp phone number, and say, I want to be a part of it, and then I will send you the information, and that should be a very fun night over here. Make we do something a little different, like how the election come talk why we not supporting the party and the leadership. Want to think about that? Maybe you want to think about that. No man, we must can't find 3 PNP people. Yeah, some of them still like me, you know. We must can find 3 PNP people to come over here. J-Ham says, sign me up. Sign me up for the... All right, J-Ham, this is what I'm going to do. You go for 2 more labor rights with yourself and the 3 I want to come. And get the word out there, people. Make a PNP them know. Make a PNP people them know say debate night a keep over here. And they must go and debate the labor rights them over here. We have some question. Why you support your party? Why you support your leader? Why you think your party is right for now? Why you think your leadership is right for now? We not go disrespect nobody. We not go call nobody no names because we not still like a rise as them, you know. We not go disrespect nobody, call nobody no name. We're adults over here. So we're not even forgot through that the paperwork there. But I will keep checking the WhatsApp number to see if we can get it together, hopefully by the end of the week. This should be good. And we are invite every minister and everybody, come over here, come listen. Come here on the constituents and on the party supporters have to say. And them something there. And if, look here, you say if you're PNP and you support the JLP now, or let us say that you see all the PNP are going with the bus system and you say, no man. You understand? And likewise, if you were a JLP and you feel like, say, boy, the PNP me I work with right now, come over here, same way. And come sit on one side or the other. So we're not discriminating nobody. As long as you not come over here, come tell no lie, and you not come over here with a nasty attitude or come disrespect people, then you're welcome. But I am very much looking forward to it. So spread the word, guys. May I go get my graphics man to make one flyer and put it out tomorrow. Get Lawrence Rowe for do it. You know what Lawrence? You know what Lawrence Rowe? Because you know by the labor rights side. No, we not do that. We're not wicked. No, we not do that. No, sir. 2 people me no want over here. Me no want TV man over here in the debate, and me no want Lawrence. I be a foolishness go on. Them go on too bad. No. TV man banned from the debate and Lawrence were banned from the debate. Are the 2 most terrible people them there? No, me can't manage them. Because if that's the case, we're going to need about 2 different moderators over here. Unless the moderator want to take over. But me not going to deal with it. Me not going to deal with it. But anyway, may I look forward to it. We'll see what happens, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Take care of yourself. Until Wednesday. Thank you for joining.
Jamaica Politics Uncover. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy. Hey. Some say that them are diatic. And they must suffer to El Norati. They must say that them are diatic. And they must suffer to El Norati.